Hi.
Now we're together and I'm unmuted.
Yes.
Okay, can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Okay. Do you want to do the video?
Yes.
Okay, and we want to record this. Now, can you record from your location?
Yes, I'm recording now.
Okay, good. All right, great. So we got that worked out. So how can I help you this morning or this evening?
Yes. I want to know more information about QLess and what is the services you can serve me and my business.
Okay, and your business is, give me a little background if you would.
My sister business is a clinic.
Okay, medical clinic, huh?
Yes.
And tell me a little bit about the size of it.
Y- Between 1,000 and half in the month patients.
Okay, 1,000 to 1,500 patients per month.
Yes.
Okay. And is it just you, or are there other doctors that are surveying patients as well?
No, this is one doctor.
Just one doctor. Okay. Are you the doctor, or do you just
No,
know
no. I am the sister doctor,
the
the
clinic?
brother of my doctor.
Oh, okay. Okay, your brother's a doctor. Okay, terrific.
My sister is a
Oh, your
doctor.
sister. Oh, okay. Sorry about that. So, how is it done today? Did they just come and wait to be seen by her, or how does it work today?
Yes, it can be registered before by uh, by phone
Okay, for an appointment.
for the clients.
Uh-huh. But to make an appointment for a specific time, or just that I want to be seen tomorrow. How does that work?
Yes, you can. They can take a number and walk away to me tomorrow.
Okay. So it would be, they would be told that they can come tomorrow, but no specific time. So they just have to come and wait in a lobby or in a line somewhere.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Um, so, um, so what happens? They get tired of waiting and they leave?
They didn't leave, but they they waste their time.
Yeah, they're not happy about having to waste the time. Okay. So the way our system works, actually, let's do this. Let me see if I can. I'm going to exit the full screen. If you'd like, what I could do is give you kind of a brief slide presentation with a PowerPoint. Would that be okay?
Okay.
Okay. Let me just pull it up, and then I will share my screen with you, and we can go over it. I don't think I have one. I may have one for healthcare, so let me just see, but it might not be as current. But it'll give you the idea in terms of how our system operates. Okay. I just want to see if I have a current healthcare. Bear with me for a second. I have a, here we go. Here's the healthcare right here. Okay. Um, okay, now let me just share my screen.
Can you tell me more information about the company QLess? How many
Sure,
countries?
sure. And I think some of that will be covered on the slide. Okay.
Okay.
So I'm going to share my screen with you now, and then we'll go to the PowerPoint. Okay. Okay, can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, terrific. So this is just the top slide. Oh boy, this is way out of date. This is way out of date, but the rest of it will be okay. We've served over 80 million.
I can't see now.
You cannot see it?
No, now I can't see it.
Well, why is that? Please move this window away from the shared application. I don't know what that means. I don't know what window they're talking about.
You can choose desktop.
Yeah, I don't know what the problem is. How, can you see it now?
No.
Well, that's interesting. I've never had this happen before. Huh. Okay.
I also, yes, now.
Now you can see it. All right. Well, we'll just do this version then. Okay.
Yes.
I can't do the full screen. So we are now serving over 80 million end users. That's how much we've grown in about 2 years since this slide was done. We're in 6 continents now. We're actually in some healthcare clinics in Indonesia and in India. We reduce walkaways, and you don't have an issue there, but up to 75%, where people actually come and they wait, but they get tired of waiting and they leave. The patient satisfaction we've determined is by real feedback is over 20%. And we've saved people, the 80 million customers, over 3,100 years of waiting time. So you can see that it's pretty significant in terms of the wait. These are some of the existing customers. Again, this is very, very old.
Do you have customers in Egypt yet?
No, we don't. We do not have anybody in Egypt.
Yes. In Arab world? Do you have an Arab world?
Let's see. Other than in the Arab world, like no. Oh wait, no. Excuse me, we don't. I'm just trying to think. Off the top of my head, I don't think we do presently, but we're in negotiation with some in Dubai.
Yes.
Okay. Like I said, we're in Indonesia, India. I'm just trying to think where in if any of the UAE countries. Oh, we're in negotiations in Qatar presently. So it's not a lack of effort. We're trying to get our foothold in the Arab world.
How many years did the company established?
Qless was established in 2007.
Yes.
And our first year for revenue was about 2010. I joined the company in 2011 as the first sales type hired. So I had the responsibility to develop our sales infrastructure and develop a strategy, which we didn't have before. We were incorporated in the state of Delaware. We have, and our specific target markets are healthcare. That's one of our biggest target markets. And primarily clinics. We don't have a lot of large hospitals yet, but we have pilots going in 2 of them in India of large hospitals. And let's see, we've pretty much doubled both the size of our customer base and our revenue stream every year since 2010. It's all been by bootstrapping. We haven't gone out for any external, significant funding. We have just recently, and we're hopeful of getting a big cash infusion here shortly. But it's been pretty much all done based.
Yes. What is different between Qless and
Just revenue
other?
growth. We have
And other
Well,
competitors
QList,
like Qmatic or Qdini or
sure. Okay, so you know Qdini?
yes, I searched about management queuing systems, and I saw Qless and Qdini and Qmatic and
Okay. All right.
Qdini.
So the difference is if we go for an example, uh, here's the owner of Dan Murphy, South Tampa Immediate Care. What we say is we're omni-channel in terms of the ability to get access to the queue. And what that means is that I can text in, I can use a QLess app. I can go to if you have a kiosk at the clinic, there's a variety of ways that you can enter the queue. The big thing is I can enter the queue before I ever leave my house. All right. And I get in queue and then I'm summoned. I'm told how long my wait is. And then I get frequent updates that tell me that I'm still in queue and that, so I'm progressing and that my wait time is now X minutes or X, whatever it might be. So you don't actually have to go down to the clinic. So it saves you a lot of space in terms of having a lobby or a place for these people to wait in queue. Okay. Plus, what
Okay,
I do.
I want to ask you because my major career is computer science,
Uh-huh.
uh, and I'm asking for my sister, but I want to know we here in Egypt have a crowd traffic.
Cloud, yeah, we're cloud-based. We're an internet-based
Crowd traffic.
crowd,
Crowd.
CROW, or cloud.
No, CROWD.
Okay, you have crowd what?
Crowd traffic.
Oh, crowded traffic. Okay.
And we have uh, to moving from place to place.
Takes a long time.
Yes. How is your application and your platform uh, matching with Google Maps or something else, and
Yes.
compete the execute uh,
Yeah, you can actually, if you need directions, you can go and get Google Maps and get directions if you need to. The other thing is, let's say that you're in the queue, okay, and you've got your wait time, let's say, is 60 minutes. All right.
yes.
So you get a couple of, so you decide to go have lunch or something and reuse that time rather than just to go wait. So let's say you get summoned and it says it's nearing your turn. Please make your way to the clinic where you will be served. So what happens? Let's say you get stuck in that traffic, okay, and you realize that you're not going to be able to make your time, that you're gonna be late. What you can do is you can text in and you can ask for more time. Let's say it's going to take you another 20 minutes to get there. So what you could do is you could text in or use the app and ask for an additional 20 minutes. So rather than go back to the end of the line, what it would do, it would just move you back 20 minutes worth in that queue. Okay?
Okay.
You understand?
Yes, I will
Okay.
be more understand from the demo.
Okay, good. Yeah, so that's the way that would work. Now, were you thinking we were going to have a demo today? Because I'm going to have somebody else give you the demo. But we can continue to go through the slide presentation if you want.
Ah, yes, I want this after after we finish, we can
Yeah.
go through the demo.
Okay. All right. Good. Good. Okay. And then if you have any more questions, just let me know, Mohammed. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So again, here's the different ways that you can actually get in queue. If you have an iPad or something like that in the clinic, they could actually use that as a self-serve kiosk kind of thing. Or if there's a receptionist that would do that, you could do that as well. So once you get in queue, there's just a variety of ways to do it. So you're engaged.
Please, can
Yeah,
we move back to okay? Text in. You send to the patient SMS.
correct.
Uh, Me sending him or QLess sending him.
No, you would actually send a text that tells what the update is. It would actually it's automatically it would automatically be done by the software.
But uh, uh, who uh, who pays the cost of the SMS?
You would pay, the clinic would pay the cost.
The clinic will pay the cost?
Yes.
How?
Well, what we would do, we would get billed probably, and it would be a pass-through cost. We would bill it back to the clinic.
Yes. But in the system, it's automatic to send SMSs.
Yeah, it's programmable. So there's typically what you ask what the difference is between us and our competition, and most of the competition only sends two notifications. One, there's a confirmation that you're in queue, and the second one is that you're summoned. Okay, that's what most of our competitors do. What we do, and we allow the customer to determine the frequency of those SMS messages. So if the wait is, and what's the typical length of the wait for in the clinic? How long would I normally wait? An hour? 2 hours?
Yes.
2 hours? Okay, so if I get in the system and I'm told that you're now in queue and your wait is 120 minutes, what's going to happen for that 2 hour period? I'm going to be sitting there wondering, am I still in queue? Right? And when am I going to be seen? So what our system does, it has the ability to provide those text messages, or if it's over an app, there won't be any SMS. It would just be over the app, to where it tells me that, number one, you're still in queue and your wait is now, let's say it's now 90 minutes instead of 120. So I see that if there's progress being made, it tells me that I'm still in queue, okay? So it's a comfort level thing, right?
Can it done by WhatsApp messages or
What's that?
can it done by WhatsApp messages?
WhatsApp? No, we don't use WhatsApp
Okay.
presently anyway.
Okay.
Yeah, we use a two-way SMS, so it has to have SMPP protocol. That's the carrier we would select, we would use.
Okay.
Okay. So,
And
and then if they
and
just use the
how
QS
it
app,
done by
yeah.
voice?
Well, by voice, sometimes that's typically there would be a special number that they could call into, and then that would get them in the queue.
Can you repeat again?
Yes, there would be a special number, like a telephone number,
Yes.
where I could call into. For an example, if I had, for some reason I didn't have a cell phone, and ours works with any cell phone. It doesn't have to be a smartphone, by the way. It's any cell phone. So I could call in rather than text in. Okay, so that's another way to do it. If the clinic has a website, you could have a web widget, or a portion of the website could be dedicated to getting in queue. Okay,
Yes.
or you could do a home kiosk. That's what we call it. And then, or you could have the concierge app, which is there might be somebody in the office that would actually add that person to the queue.
Yes.
Okay, so there's multiple ways of doing it.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, and then so here's the updates. But you can do whatever you want to do for that time that you're waiting. And if it's a long time, then you can obviously get some things done. So You're told how long to wait and your place in line, and you can wait wherever you want. Depends on what you want to do. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. Now, the reason it's stress-free, we just talked about the interactive and the example of that. Okay, for an example, if you're running late, you can text in. You get frequent status updates. You can do them as often as every 15 minutes or every half hour, whatever it might be. It depends on what the wait time is. You can leave the queue whenever you want, or if you want to. You don't, if you decide that you can't stay, you can leave the queue. And the good thing about that is it gives the clinic the knowledge that somebody's leaving, and so that's a good thing. So you're not anticipating somebody coming and they don't show up.
How can you handle canceling the
Mm-hmm.
the
Well, we also have an appointment system called Flex Appointments.
yes.
So people could actually schedule appointments ahead of time. And so again, the beauty of our system, unlike any others, it's another differentiator between us and our competition, is that it's integrated into the regular queue management system. So for an example, if I have an appointment for 10 o'clock, and so at 9:45, I would be placed in queue, basically. And at 10 o'clock, I would be the first person. I would be the front person. So I would be summoned to the receptionist at my scheduled time, 10 o'clock. So let's say that, for an example, either I'm stuck in traffic and I can't get there by that time, or I just haven't shown up for my 10 o'clock. What happens is that because it's integrated, the next person in queue, who could have been a walk-in traffic, right? The next person in queue would take my spot. So there's no lost productivity. You're not sitting there waiting for somebody to show up who hasn't shown up.
And my turn come at
If you're late.
if I'm lating.
So if you're late, there's a period that's again, it's programmable, but it could be 15 minutes to 30 minutes, whatever you want to set it. So let's say that you show up 15 minutes late, okay?
Okay.
So rather than go to the back of the queue again, you would be put first place in line. You'd be the next person selected. Okay, now, if you came in 45 minutes late, which was beyond the time set, okay, then you would have to schedule a new appointment.
A new appointment.
Yeah, if you came in 45, and if it was set for 30 minutes, if that was the leeway time, and you came in 45 minutes, then you'd have to schedule a new appointment. Or go to the end of the line. You wouldn't be the first person in line. That's the only difference.
Okay.
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 Okay. So we talked about this already. There's summon. You get instruction that now's the time to go to the receptionist. Okay. We have what's called predictive summoning. And what that is that you actually summon the people maybe 15 minutes ahead of time. So that way, they're there and they're ready to go when they're summoned to the receptionist. So there's no lag time. So it improves the productivity of the doctor. There wouldn't be any wait time in between patients, for an example. The next one would be boom, right, ready to go. And then no-shows, we've talked about the expired list. That's just what I explained was the expired list. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, so that's just another testimonial. So these are the components that come with the system. There's a monitor, and we don't provide the hardware. We can, but it's probably more expensive than if you got it yourself. And all you need is anything that has internet capability. So like a smart TV, for an example, you could use the monitor. Um,
What
that would-
what is the function of the monitor that you provide to me?
the monitor is, and you don't have to have one, but typically if you have a waiting room or lobby, something like that, most have monitors that has, it shows the patients by the last four digits of their cell phone number, or by their first name and initial of their last name if they didn't have a cell phone, because we can actually manage both people. So the monitor would have that, so I could see the monitor and see where I am in relation to my wait time or my queue. Okay,
The monitor is connected to the internet,
correct.
and it's computer, not a monitor, just a monitor. Yes.
It's just a monitor. It's like a flat screen TV.
And how it can get smart monitor,
How? What do you mean?
smart monitor, smart TV to can connect it to the internet.
Yeah, yeah. You can get a TV that has internet capabilities, and all you need is the internet hookup and power. That's how that works.
And it takes the information. It takes the information from my dashboard.
Correct.
Yes.
Right, from the queue manager.
Queue
Okay.
manager of my account.
Yeah, the queue manager, it would have, the names or the numbers of the people that are waiting in queue.
Okay.
Okay. And these are all the basic, what we provide is the user interface. Okay. So what you can use for the queue manager, it could be an iPad, it could be a computer that's already in use that
I
this
will
would just,
I will see all of this in the demo here. Okay.
right. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Okay. The kiosk and the home kiosk depends on whether or not you want to have a self-serve kiosk in the lobby where a patient would just walk in and put their name in. I mean, again, we can do that if that's what you want to do, that sort of thing. And so that's pretty much it on that I'll show you. Okay, that's just another testimonial. And then we have a series of analytics that are very, very special. And what they can do is, I don't know why we haven't gone into them, but anyway, what you can get out of it is, a variety of things like the wait time, the number of patients that are seen on a daily basis, a lot of good reports that can come out of it. Don't know how valuable it is if you just have, your sister, one doctor, for an example. But there might be some operational kinds of things that you could get out of how to staff the clinic, during the peak hours, those kinds of things. You get a lot of that information generated from the reports. So they're pretty substantial, pretty detailed. These are just the benefits. There's just a couple more. The customer satisfaction. We talked about refilling cancellations. Just-in-time patient delivery with predictive summoning, which maximizes the throughput, and you get real-time wait forecasts. You can see we're in a lot of clinics with these different testimonials, but here's some of the differences. The ability to join any healthcare service from home. So, I mean, again, it's the ability to join it from home. The forecasted wait times is a benefit. And you can ask for more time through the interactive application. I'll just let you read through these rather than repeat them out. But We have a command center where you can actually set up a lot of the features and the controls on the system. So a lot of it is since you're a computer science major, you can probably figure it out better than we can. So
Yes.
there's things that you can actually do to manipulate the system through the command center. And let's see. Again, these are partners we have. More testimonials, more publications that we're in, pretty widespread.
Your publication of patent or what?
Pardon me?
Your publication.
The publications. These are where articles about QLIS have appeared. Maybe interviews with our founder, CEO, or just a story about QLIS. That's all that would be, those publications. New York Times, Wall Street Journal. And then these are a variety of awards that we have won. And again, these are out to date because this slide presentation needs to be updated. We've won the Best Computer Services Company internationally 4 years in a row now. So there's some pretty big awards. Okay, so that's the end of the presentation. Now I'm going to stop sharing for a minute. Okay, and what I'm going to do is, bear with me for a second. I've been having a lot of trouble doing demos lately. My screen, my Firefox just freezes. But what I'll do is we'll see if we can get through it this morning. Let's see what happens, okay? I want to get rid of the slide presentation first.
When we can make the demo?
Then we can try and do it right now if you want. Do you have time?
Yes.
Okay, let's see how far we can get. I'm not sure if I'll be able to do it because I've been having computer problems. But let's see. Demos, okay. And the other thing is I can't show you the interactive piece because it's not going to be set up for international at this point. But I can do it and tell you. Let me share my screen again. Okay, let's see here. Okay, share screen. Share screen. Okay, now let's see. Can you see my screen all right?
Yes.
Okay. So we'll do a doctor's office, okay?
Okay.
Makes sense, doesn't it? Since we're talking about a clinic.
Yes.
Okay, now let's see if I can, let's see what happens here. Oh, this isn't set up for the kiosk. Oh, shoot. Okay. So I'll have to demo the kiosk portion on one of the other demos. This is the queue manager, okay? So this is the operational piece. This is what someone would have where they do all of the management of the patients, if you will, the flow, okay? You've got 3 doctors.
Yes. This is
so
admin panel?
Pardon?
Is this admin panel?
I don't understand you.
Is this admin panel, the admin panel of mine?
This is just a sample, a queue manager. This is what the screen would look like.
Yes.
Does your sister have a receptionist working for her?
Yes.
Okay, so perhaps the receptionist would have this application on her PC or whatever she had to operate this, okay? And what it would do, it would show her, and again, just keep in mind that we're only thinking 1 doctor in your situation, but it would show her these little avatars are the number of people, our patients that are in queues. So we've got 3 queues here,
Yes.
and we just happen to have 1 person in each queue. Okay. So what she would see would be, let's just pick one, this one here. Okay, so we can see that the last 4 digits of their phone number is 6718. They've been in line, well, they haven't taken themselves off. They've been in line 25 hours. Okay. So they've never been there before, and their name is Timon. Okay, now what we can do, since it's only 1 queue, a lot of this won't apply, like moving them, for an example, okay? Because you could move them to a different queue, but we could remove them, okay? If you wanted to take them out of queue or not, but we're just going to close it and go back. So the other thing I can do is if somebody walked in, right, and said, I'd like to see the doctor, I can add a patient. Okay, so I can either input their cell phone or I could put their name. So we could put John Brock, no special notes. All right, so we'll add forecasted waits 31 minutes. Okay, so there I am. I'm the green avatar in that top queue. Okay, now for me, let's see what it says. Okay, so, all right, so it's just got their 0 original forecast, 31 minutes. It's still 31. All right, so let's see. It doesn't say I haven't been in before. That's unusual. I show up here where I've been there before. But anyway, I can add somebody to queue like I just did. And the other action that this person can do is they can actually summon a patient. So I just click on that. All right, so that person now has come back. They're right here, ready to be seen. All right, so if I click on that, all right, then I show that person as arrived, and they're done. So that patient is gone. Okay.
To exam, like his doctor will see him now.
Yes. Yes.
But
Yeah,
I will click summon if if the patient exit or the patient entered.
as the patient exits, I would click summon the next patient.
Yes.
Right? Okay, so that patient's gone. I don't know what's happening. Oh wait, I know. No, why aren't they moving on? Oh, I see why. Activate all queues. That shouldn't matter. Let's see what happens when we summon me. Okay. Huh.
How can I
Oh,
send
I know
them
it.
a message?
Well, you could send a text message.
How?
Either through the app or just via text. You could do it. I know what the problem is here. Let's move this down. Okay, there's the 2 exam. Okay, I've highlighted the top one, and we're going to send them to exam. All right, so now I've moved up. I've been summoned. All right, if you highlight me, then send to exam. Boom, there I go. All right, now I'm in the examining room. So that's how that works. Now, let's see. So here's the monitor. I should have shown you the monitor before I took us off. So you can see there's only 2 patients left. All right, both of them there, 4998, and then the other one is 9745. Those are the last 4 of their cell number again, so those are still there. Ticket taker we don't use very much. We're not even selling that, so we won't talk about that. All right, so now I'm going to show you a different what happens is the system automatically, when you summon somebody, when she clicks that summon button, let's go back to Queue Manager, okay? It's going to load up. Again, it's a demo. It wouldn't take this long in actual.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah. Okay, so here we go. Okay, so when this patient here, okay, so when I summon that person right here, that's automatically sending them the text message that says you're now being summoned for service. Please go to the receptionist, and you will be sent to the exam room. So that's when that message is automatic. It just goes straight there. Okay.
And if my number in line is 20,
Mm-hmm.
how you could send me a message to
What do you mean?
tell me you 14 minutes to go.
Well, that's again, that's the system is programmed to do that. So
Automatically when you summon patient.
yeah. Now, bless you. If remember that if the wait is, these people are not sitting in the lobby. They could be sitting in a Starbucks coffee shop, right?
Yes.
Okay, the first person here might be close because their wait time is pretty close, but additional people who maybe have an hour wait, they're going to be getting a text message that's, again, programmed. The frequency is programmed and the message is programmed as to what it will say.
Yes.
It'll say, you're still in queue. Your wait time is now 30 minutes. So be ready. It's you're 30 minutes away. And depending on where you are, you might want to start driving somewhere, right? So depending on where you are and what the situation is traffic-wise. But the system automatically sends those text messages out that reports the frequency, how much wait time you have left, and where you are in queue. Okay.
And how if my place with a distance 10 kilometers with the patient with the doctor, how can I take a turn in line, and how can I take a waited time for coming in line?
Okay. So what's the issue?
The issue is uh, I uh, I live in a place with 10 kilometers distance with the doctor.
Gotcha. I'm 10 kilometers from the office. Okay.
Okay, and I want to take a turn with Dr. Cordell.
Uh-huh.
How the system can the question is the system will take me a turn in the queue, and waiting time. He will estimated waiting time for me.
Uh-huh. Yeah, so what it is, again, we're just talking about one doctor in your situation, right?
Yes.
So you just have one queue,
Yes.
okay? So it would be, you can't select the third person, for example. It's first come, first serve in this situation, unless it's appointment based, and that person, again, they would be selected when their appointment is ready. So, the system, again, along with the help of the receptionist here, would do the summoning. Okay, it manually would click on the button that says summon, so that person actually is summoned like that. Now, the way you would get in queue, you would get in queue for, in this situation, what you would do, you would get in queue, you would request which doctor you're going to see, okay? And they have different specialties. So when I actually texted in to request to get in queue, I would have to select one of the three doctors. All right.
Yes. Yes.
The
Okay.
system doesn't put me there. I'm the one that puts me with that doctor.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So
Uh,
yeah, go ahead.
but this is the admin panel. Where is the
Yeah.
client interface?
Oh, you mean the actual customer, the patient interface?
Yes.
Oh, it would be, well, what do they need? If they had the app, the QLess app, that would be one interface. That's all they need. Either that or they get a text message on their cell phone.
The application, the mobile application.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
I tried the mobile application, and the mobile application access my location
Yeah.
and tell me if there is a queue
Mm-hmm.
around me or what.
Yeah. It's on Google Play is the QLess application.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, QLess. Yeah, and it's Google Play. And if you clicked on that, so it would depend on what it is. If it's like if there's multiple offices, it would show you the multiple offices. If it's just one queue, then it would show you that particular clinic. Okay.
But how many kilometers that it will?
I'm not sure. I don't know the answer to that question. How far away it will, it will show a location.
Yes,
Let me
because
just, yeah,
we.
hold on. I'll
Okay.
tell you in a minute. Let me go to my cell phone. Where's my QLess app? Here it is, right here. Okay. All right, so let's see. It's turning on right now, and places near me. Okay. Oh, the Sunrise Mall, Placerville. Okay, so holy cow! Here's one in the next state. It's an hour and 58 minutes wait. It's 45 minutes, 50 minutes away. Um, so there's ones that are a long ways away, over an hour away. So that's probably programmable, I would guess. And it depends on where the services are as well.
Yes, but we here in Cairo
Yeah,
uh, has a big city,
yeah,
and
correct.
the distance is very large.
Right.
Uh,
So,
so I want to know the distance of the coverage of the application to join the queue.
it would be the whole city. It would be wherever they were at the time.
It will be cover the whole city.
Sure.
Yes, and the customer can take a turn from the web.
Correct. They can get in queue over the web if your sister has a website, for an example. I'll show you a sample of that. Let me get out of here. I just want to show you something else. So I'm going to get out of here and go back to let's see, let's do DMV. I just want to show you this. Okay, so this is a different application, all right?
Yes,
But you can have it, in Arabic, for an example, or whatever language or dialect you selected. We'll do English. So I could enter my cell phone, all right? In fact, I'll just go ahead and do it. I could enter yours, but it won't do international, unfortunately. Now I need to move me a little bit here. Okay, so we go to next. Okay, my name. Okay, next. Okay, so I'm going to be Pacific. It asked me what time zone. Now, okay, so the reason, now this is for appointment scheduling, okay? Typically, now the reason it did this is because the offices, I think, are closed. So it's asking me what date and time. This is the appointment scheduling system, all right? So I'll just show you how that works. So let's say Thursday, March 16th. Since it's 9 o'clock my time, the appointments that are available are only from 10 o'clock on. So I'm just going to book an 11 o'clock appointment. Okay, so I have to enter my name and then my email address. All right, and it's john.brock@qlis.com. Okay, next. Now, what's going to happen? Okay, so thanks. And here we go. Flex appointment's been booked. Confirmation code. Okay. And I got a text message as well, in addition to an email. Okay. So it says, thanks. Your confirmation code is the same code that was on the screen. Your flex appointment is 3/16 at 2 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Okay. Remember, I made it for 11 o'clock. So let me just get up to where this text message is. Okay, so it says your appointment is yada yada, and if you need to cancel, reply with C. So I could actually cancel my appointment via email. Okay. So I wanted to show you that, but let me just change something here. I'm going to pull up the queue manager. Let's see, bear with me for a second. Must be a lot on there. Okay, here's the queue. Yeah, see, they're all closed. See the red dots over here? That shows that all the queues are closed, which is why I went directly to, that's why I went directly to Flex appointments. So I just activated all the queues. Okay, now this is, that's somebody else, okay, that's been in queue for a long time, I'll bet. So let's go back to the consumer kiosk. Okay, we're gonna go English. Okay, cell phone. Now, I won't be able to use mine because I've already used it. Let's see what happens. I might be able, I don't think so. I don't think it'll accept it. It'll say I already have an appointment. Maybe not. Let's see. I'm just going to put my last name in. Okay. Oh, there we go. Okay, now, because there were multiple queues, now, since everything is open, you see I get a different selection here, okay? I can go for if I need a new license or if I'm getting a new title.
This is the client view.
Yes, that's correct. It's the customer, the end user's view.
Yes.
This I could be seeing from a website, or I could see it on my my smartphone or my cell phone or a self-serve kiosk or whatever. Okay. So this is what I see. So it's asking me what do I want to do at the DMV? So we're going to say license renewal. Okay. Okay, so they're holding a spot for me in line. That's what that said. Now, let's see what happens. Let's see if I should be getting, I wonder if I'm going to get another, that's the flex appointments. Okay. I should be getting another text. Because I put my cell phone number in, didn't I? Okay, but I didn't. Okay, so, all right, so let's go to the monitor and I can show you that. Oh,
What do you mean about wheelchair access? And
what's that?
I saw wheelchair access in the bottom.
I don't know what you're referring to. On a queue manager?
Yes.
Let's see. So I can see what you're referring to. Or was it here? Was it on this, or was it on the kiosk?
No, kiosk.
On the kiosk, okay.
Yes.
Oh,
What?
wheelchair, yeah, wheelchair access. What that's asking is if I'm if I'm handicapped or disadvantaged and I'm in a wheelchair, it's asking me if I need wheelchair access. If I need, you know, in our country, that's a big thing that, you know, you have to take care of people with disabilities, for an example, okay? So
Yes.
it might be a different counter. So if I'm in a wheelchair, I'm going to be at a lower counter. That's what that means, okay?
Okay.
All right, so that's how the customer kiosk works, so you get a feel for that. That's pretty much it. It's pretty straightforward and pretty simple. I can't demo the interactive piece because, you know, you're in Egypt and I don't have it set up that way, but, you know, I read you what my text message says. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cancel that. And let's see what happens. That way I don't tie up the system for somebody else. Okay, so let's see, send. Okay, so I'll tell you what it says. Okay, so it says, okay, you canceled your flex appointment at Culis DMV on 3/16/17 at 2 p.m. Canceled by mistake with a question mark. Reply you in next 10 minutes to undo. So if I got out of that flex appointment and I figured I made a mistake, I said, I didn't want to do that. I have 10 minutes to correct myself. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So that's pretty much it, Mohammed.
Yes. I saw you can handle a restaurant.
Oh yeah, restaurants. Yeah, we do We don't do a lot of restaurants. That's not our core business. It's a very competitive market. A lot of people give it away for free, in you know, for advertising and things like that. But our specialty is in clinics, higher education, DMVs, for an example, government. I did say healthcare, and what else? What's the one I'm missing? Is higher education. That's it.
Yes.
And retail. Retail is big for us as well. We're in over 500 stores in Vodafone Spain.
Vodafone.
Uh-huh.
But
Vodafone Spain.
not in Egypt.
No, not in Egypt, not at the present time. Okay.
Yes.
All right. So that's pretty much Culis. What do you
Yes.
think?
I think it's wonderful.
Good. Should we install it at your sister's location?
What?
Shall we install it at your sister's location?
I will. I will make her see this record,
Uh-huh.
and we will negotiate about the decision.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Any other questions for me this morning?
No, happy to see you.
Okay. Very good. And thanks for taking the time. And I look forward to speaking with you again, Mohammed. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Give me a call. Let me know when you're ready to move forward. Okay.
Okay.
All right, my friend. Have a good day.
Have a good day.
Uh-huh.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Goodbye.